And we're back to the Unicorn vlog and going back to racing. It's been since TX2K back in March since I ran this car, and we made a few changes I'm gonna get you up to date on. But just got back from the UK a few days ago, drove down here to Car Takeover in St. Louis, and I'm excited to run the car. And the only thing you guys need to know is the number 8. That's all I'm focused on today. I want to run that 8. Ran a 907 at TX2K. We ran out a boost controller at TX2K. We could have made some modifications to turn things up, but we got a CO2 boost controller in there from Motion Raceworks. Chad put that in a few weeks ago. Got it dialed in. We were stuck at 22 pounds, which is about just under 1,100 horsepower on the dyno. So now we're going to be able to turn it up a little bit more. It's about 90 degrees out here. Might have to wait till it cools down a little bit to turn it up as much as I need to for that 8, but anything's possible. We've got tons of cars out here. I'm going to be racing in the stick shift class and test and tune, mainly because there's some 7-second, John Rogers is here, 750s. So eventually I'll probably go out, but who knows. I'm just excited to race again. Let's see how it does. Oh, how thoughtful. Thanks.
Six is not a bad way to get back in.
Very slippery.
Is it?
I was spinning pretty bad. I did short shift second to third. But yeah, I turned it down because I knew the track was going to be slippery.
Everybody's been having a tough time hooking up the power, yeah.
It's starting to cool down. These clouds are helping.
Yeah? Hopefully the DA goes down. Yeah. Gotta get that 8 today, Kyle. Got it. Otherwise, I'm driving the car from now on. It's not funny, I'm serious.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
All right. He said okay. We're gonna forget the whatever part.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're going into first round stick shift racing eliminations right now. I only got one round of testing and there's a ton of cars here. Had a few oil downs, so that's just the way it goes. And one of those things that I was telling you about that we changed in the car is this new CO2 boost controller. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. And it lets us increase the boost over what the wastegate spring normally does. So we've got this right back here behind the GoPro, and right now I've got it set to it was set to 16 pounds and it maxed out at like 15 and a half. So I might turn up just a little bit. I don't know, I'm trying to not be greedy. I don't know, I'll flip a coin when I get up there. Here we go, see if we can get maybe like a 950 out of it. And then once the sun goes down, we'll get deeper into the 9s, and I'm running 8 before I leave here. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah. The last one.
I need my ones.
Oh boy.
One.
You got lane choice, I think. I'm gonna go left.
Good luck. Left lane, alright? So, yeah.
I came up here with one goal, and that was to get the left lane, but he got lane choice.
Right lane for you?
Yeah.
So you're about to lose to an Acura.
No,
you used to
I'm
have
about
one
to
of
beat
those.
An Acura. You. Well, I forgot to turn my GoPro on inside. GoPros. Definitely just lost an Integra. But it was a good view. That car is fast. I turned the car up, made a couple more pounds, but still spun pretty bad. There was no keeping up with that car. I'm guessing he was a deep 9, maybe in the 8s. I don't know. He was 3 or 4 cars ahead of me.
That car's been the same body style for 10 years.
Well, it was only a matter of time before a Honda beat us, right?
Cletus syndrome.
Right. See?
That was a fast car. What did you run?
You ran a 903.
Damn.
That's a little off your best time. That thing's fast.
It's still spun, so.
Yeah, the left lane's not very good.
No. That Camaro spun in front of me. I was like, damn it.
You ran a 9:53.
Did I?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Better.
Making progress.
You're going up.
All right. Well, yeah, only getting 2 passes a day, unfortunately, because the storm is inbound and there's rumors of lots of hail. So they've shut down the track. 8s are gonna have to happen somewhere else. We'll see where. We're going to New Mexico next weekend. It's not gonna happen there. Spoiler alert. 8,000 feet elevation and 90-degree heat there. But we're gonna go have some fun. We're gonna go to All Out Call Out, which is gonna be a blast. They force all the cars to drive to the track. Should be fun. But for now, we're gonna watch the lightning and hope it doesn't hail. See you guys next time. Well, after a bust in St. Louis, we're back to racing again, and a lot different scenery now. We're here in Albuquerque, New Mexico for All Out Call Out. We've got Test and Tune tonight at Albuquerque Dragway, then All Out Call Out race day is Saturday tomorrow, and then Sunday we have New Mexico Desert Fest. So we're kicking things off here at NM Imports. They hooked us up with some things here, let us store the trailer here overnight, and we're gonna get over the drag strip and get to testing. I've been coming here, I think this is my 5th or 6th year. They make all of the cars, there's probably close to 200 that race on Saturday, drive about 10-15 miles just to prove that they're a street car. And they have classes, index classes starting at like 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, and 10. That's the quickest you can run. And then they have Let It Eat, which is the big boy class. There's going to be cars running as quick as probably mid-7s, which is a little too quick for me, obviously. I haven't even run my 8 yet. So I'm actually going to be running in the heavy hitters class, which is capped at a 10:22. So that's going to make things a little interesting. Not really what I was hoping to do when I go to the drag strip, which is slow the car down, but I'm not going to be competitive in the Let It Eat class. So we're going to Albuquerque Dragway tonight to get testing in so I can get my 60-foot down, make sure I got the track figured out as far as the conditions here, and get the boost to where I run as close to a 10:20 without going quicker than that, so that because if you break out, you lose automatically. All right, start things off. I think I'm going to just run 8th mile, log it, see how it likes altitude, and then we'll go from there. So we got to get it to 10:20, so I don't want to be too quick in the 8th mile. And I mean, it's probably going to run a lot slower just because we're at 5,000 to 6,000 DA as far as altitude goes. Let's see. Good reaction. 231 60 foot. I was on the 2-step long enough. And then 762 horrible 8th mile. So I basically learned nothing out of all of that.
Chevy Corvette.
1087.
Right-hand lane, 1087.
That was way better. I think the first pass just sounded weird because it was so freaking slow. It barely built any boost, so we got it up on the 2-step a little bit. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, 670 8th mile is way closer to what we want. 180 60 foot. I mean, for a low boost, what up? Lots of fans out here. For a low boost, I think that's okay. It's having a real hard time on a line building boost. Look at the logs, but that felt better. All right, so I didn't notice I ran a 1087 letting out at the 8th mile, and I have to keep it slower than a 1020, so I think I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Still having clutch slip issues with the car. So first gear boost is not good because it's losing boost as it's slipping the clutch. But we ran a 1087, letting out about 700 feet out just after the 8th mile. So I'm just gonna try a full pass and hope it's not under 10 seconds. We went a little quick. 984. Usually a good problem to have, but not tonight. This is officially a first. I am disappointed to go too quick. So, got to turn the boost down a little bit and the top gears and see if we can get it to that 1020.
Well, why'd you go and do that?
I got yelled at.
Did you? They came over to me on the starting line and they were like,
yeah, my next pass I get kicked out.
Does he have a license to do that? I was like, I don't think he does. Like, we'll probably let it slide.
You're supposed to tell him yes. I'm gonna change a couple small things and do an 8 mile pass just to be safe so I don't get kicked out before the actual event. And see how it runs.
At least we know the car will do 9s at altitude.
Yeah. That was only 18 pounds. So it'd probably run like a 930 turned up.
Now you're gonna run this stick shift Camaro, right?
Yeah, but I'm only gonna do a half track pass, so we'll see where we're at at half track. Because if I do a full track pass and I run like a 998, then they're gonna kick me out.
And he's hoping for a 9. He wants to get kicked out.
Yeah, he's not racing tomorrow. Spun, I think, in every gear. So whatever number I got in the 660 8 mile pass isn't really going to tell me much. This is stressful. Yeah, 1140 in the quarter, which is fine. 684, spinning my ass off. I was hoping to get one more pass in before they got done with testing tune tonight, but the car was running real hot and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't cool down. It was like 230 degrees and it would not cool down. We started looking at it and the belt was off and the tensioner pulley plastic pulley is cracked. So gotta pick up one of these tonight. I think the guys at Solitech have one. Get it on in the morning and be ready for the race tomorrow. It's all out call out day. And it's a good day because I got a pulley. Solitech guys hooked it up. They had 5 of these sitting around their shop. So we're gonna put this thing on here, get it started up, get teched in, go for a cruise, and then I just found out we have testing today, which I really needed because it got cut short last night. So let's get fixed up. I don't know what I'm doing.
No.
Fix yourself. All right, we got the new tensioner pulley on there. That was a little bit bigger than the old one. Maybe just a different generation, I don't know. So there was 0 slack. Hopefully it's not too tight, but we're gonna turn it on, make sure the fans are working. They weren't working last night. I think it's just because it didn't have the right temperature at the sensor because the water pump wasn't working. Cross your fingers. Good. Sweet. All right, so this is the first day of all out call out. All the cars are pulling in right now for the heavy hitters class and the let it eat class. Fast cars are checking in first. And then we're gonna go for a cruise around the highways here and make sure everyone's a street car. Okay, so we got 33 cars in the class. We got 32 to choose from. And the way all out call out works is if you draw your name, first half get drawn and they get to call out whoever they want. That person can't say no. So who should we choose? Let's go look.
This pickup truck right here was running low 10s.
Well, that's not good. We want someone that's running high 10s and it's not consistent like me.
You're trying to take an easy win.
Well, I don't want to pick an easy lose.
Okay, I understand that.
So we're gonna stay away from the auto cars because they're easy to dial in.
I got you.
Auto, probably. He's no, he's a stick shift, I think.
Sucks for you, but
Let's see. Nope, just kidding.
Chevrolet or GMC key on the ground.
Auto.
1320 lanyard. If you find this key, immediately bring it to the registration tent under
This would be an easy call out. We should call it the Subi.
We're looking for a lost key.
Either of them.
You gonna call out Kyle?
Which one's Kyle driving? That one? Okay, we'll call it that one. Kyle versus Kyle.
Next call out, Jamie Munoz.
That's not my name.
You calling out?
The Corvettes.
Kyle.
Oh, that was easy. I'll take left. Go find out what's right.
Let's do it.
Next call out, Joe Durant.
What are you driving? Fox body. Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah. What's it usually run? You get it dialed in?
Last time I ran 10:30.
You're supposed to say 1090 to make it feel better.
10:39 or 1093? Yeah, 1093.
Okay, perfect. There we go.
That'll be a really good race.
Yeah.
Wow.
Race, man.
Alright, so we made it back from the cruise. Car only got a little warm, like 205, which isn't terrible in the 90-degree weather. We got about an hour and a half break, and then we get to go testing. And we're in one of the 2 classes that gets test passes, so I'm really relieved. Well, we got some downtime. My friend Charlie here from GTZ HID is upgrading the headlights so I can actually see. Get rid of these crappy yellow stock headlights for some nice HIDs. Oh yeah. Moment of truth. And yep, the belt's back off. So it just did the exact same thing it did last night, which was lost the power steering, and it's sitting at like 240 degrees coolant temp, which is not good at all. Alright, so I gotta wait a good half hour before this car is cooled down because of the water pump right now. There's a Miata with the big cage come up behind me. Yeah. His plate says I'm slow. I needed that right now because I'm not in a very good mood. I feel much better. We're gonna let her cool down, drive it back to the pits when it's not 250 degrees coolant temp, and then get the belt put back on. But I really need to figure out why the belt's slipping off. And I only probably have about an hour to do it before we start running our class. That's racing. Now it's starting to, yeah, it's starting to, oh yeah, that thing's, it's got some oil on there. I wonder where that's dripping from. There's our problem right there. Mm-hmm.
You're pretty off track.
Yeah. It's fallen off 3 times now.
So
the belt fell off again.
Oh no.
Alex and John Vaughn helped bring it back here. We're putting the old belt back on.
You still have the old
It's
belt?
gonna stay on, but
I got a little bit of tension out of it, pulled it and tightened it.
We about to find
it's
out.
back on there. Hopefully it's cold enough.
Look at Alex. Alex doing work like a champ.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, John Vaughn.
You're welcome, guys. I love everybody from 1320's family.
The guy in the blue Fox body was nice enough to wait, so.
Oh, okay. Let's get up there.
Holy crap, that was a rush. So, wow. I don't know if I won or not. Oh, he treed me. I needed to finish further ahead of him because I was trying to finish right before him. Oh, I forgot. He treed me by about 0.2 seconds or so. So, yeah, and the coolant temperature is not happy, so I'm gonna put her back off. I just want to get up to the time slip booth and find out how it went. Oh boy! All that matters is we got to race. I really appreciate him waiting for me. That was awesome. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Let's see. 1320 reaction is horrible. 0.44. Because he treated me so badly right here by 0.33 seconds, I technically finished 0.02 seconds before him, but I needed to make up 0.3 seconds to win. I couldn't because I had to run too quick anyway. I have to run slower than a 1020. So, wow, what a trip. Well, literally got back to the staging lanes, and they were calling us to the lanes. I thought it was for a second round of testing, but it was actually for first round eliminations. And so Alex with NM Imports was nice enough to help me get the belt back on real quick, grab some tools, and we got up there and it came off again. So we got some bigger issue. I was trying to find a grudge race just for the fun of it so I can run one more pass. And apparently I have a mystery grudge race that's coming out of the trailer right now. Oh, it's the Miata. Yes! A freaking Miata with a huge ass cage. Look at this thing. It's all color matched too. You got the center console there. Nice little charge pipe. Wait, is that the turbo?
Yeah, the turbo's sitting right there.
No way. That is too awesome.
Yeah, it's our first time out with it at the track, so.
What did you run earlier?
We went 1019 fast as today.
Okay.
But that was on 8 pounds.
You got it turned up?
Yeah, I got it turned up to 15, so we'll see what it does. Now I'm gonna boost control right now until it's straight, whatever, however it makes it.
I gotta get mine set up. I'm glad you reminded me. All right, this will be fun. Good luck, man.
What do you run? 1061, 147, 1135, 98.
Are you ready to go home? Thanks for staying around, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what she did. I don't know if I'm gonna get a time. Oh, it only ran a 1061? Well, not the race I was hoping to see. The clutch definitely needs replaced in here. I'm sitting there at idle on the two-step and it's just creeping on the clutch. I'm sure the two-step flames were ridiculous on that. I can't wait to see Matt's camera angle. But it was fun to race the wild, crazy Miata. I've had one hell of a weekend here in New Mexico, and it's not done yet. We're going to NM Desert Fest at San Diego Casino tomorrow. Big car show they do every year. It's been fun here at All Out Call Out. It's been a big challenge racing elevation, trying to figure out the car, trying to dial it into 1020. But we keep coming back here because of the people. Thank you again to All Out Call Out crew and all of our fans out here in Albuquerque. We'll see you guys next time. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it, but I figured out why the car went a high 10 instead of a mid 9 like I was hoping. We got the new CO2 boost controller in there that I mentioned. We've got it set up backwards on the computer, so you set the boost on the bottle rather than on the computer, which we're changing next week. And I set it at 20 pounds. I was running like 17 or 18 all day. So I turned it up, and then after the run I looked at it, it was at 15, so it just didn't stick. So we'll be getting rid of that.